You know, this is Polly. I'm going to give you my take on the most important election, perhaps in our lifetimes, the 2024 presidential election. I'm going to give you the possible outcomes. Hang around till the end, till it gets rather grim. The least likely one is that Trump wins the presidency, Republicans have the Senate, Republicans have a House. And that happens is just the second term of Trump. And, not much drama. The second variation, Trump wins, but loses the Senate. Again, now what happens? Loses the House, but keeps the Senate, and still Trump. Impeachment proceedings will continue again. But without the Senate, it goes nowhere. Now let's go somewhere else. Biden wins, but he has the House, but not the Senate. Again, he's going to have to rule by presidential decree. If it's Biden and he has the Senate but not the House, again, it's presidential decree. Split government like that, the way it is now, you have an executive president that's practically a king. Now, let's go with the fact that Biden could win, and even though it's unlikely, the Democrats could take the Senate and the House. So I'm going to tell you what's going to happen then. They're going to go after Trump. Because if this happens, MAGA, Red State America, half of America is going to bitch and scream and not believe the results. They're going to arrest Trump because he's going to be found guilty somewhere. Because he's going to be the spokesman for the opposition. And he will be very vocal. Put him in jail. Then he won't be so vocal. That's the danger. If that comes about, Democrats have Washington. There are two checks on their power. One is the Supreme Court, and the second's the governors. Now, trouble with the Supreme Court is Democrats have basically shown their hand. They're going to increase it to 12. If they have the presidency, the Senate, and the House, they will increase it to 12. And that ends the court as a bulwark. Then what's left is the governors. Now you look at a map, you see how the governorships are divided. The South, Midwest, Red State America is governed by Republicans. The East Coast and West Coast by Democrats. That's tailor-made for Civil War. And that's what I'm afraid of. Because the Democrats, I know, if they have a House, the Senate, the presidency, and they take over the Supreme Court, there's nothing to stop them from seizing guns, raising taxes to seize property, shutting off dissent, or doing whatever they want. Their way to do that is to stop it early, and that's the fight. If Red State America loses faith in the electoral process, and if Democrats win all, then they increase the Supreme Court, that's just going to be, what more do you need to know? In that case, well, the governors will probably be the ones, well, maybe they could solve something, but I believe it will come down to Civil War. That's grim. It's going to get grimmer as time goes on. This is Polly out.